what's going in your life? It's been quite some time since you've actually done a lot of work in Telugu, right?
Yeah, I think song-wise, I'm quite happy in the sense that I'm getting to sing a lot more songs in Telugu than I have before. Ideally, I think people in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana have identified me, as you said, as the voice of Samantha. And at times, when your primary identity as a singer and something that you have worked so hard for, and then you come to a state and people don't even recognize that you are a singer, I'm like, hello, what's going on, sort of a thing. Not to mention that I'm not grateful for the love and respect or adulation or anything else that you might want to call it that I have received as a dubbing artist, but somewhere I think the singer in me feels sad. The fact that I trained to be a singer and that I'm known as a playback singer everywhere else other than Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, of course, was a little bit of a thing, and now I think slowly that is changing because Achu or Gibran and now Kalyani, Raghu Kunje has been giving me songs from the time for a really long time. Actually, he's been really supporting me and stuff like that. And right now, I think Kalyani Garu, he gave me a really lovely song in an upcoming movie, and I'm glad. But the strangest thing is that it took a girl who was dubbing here to actually sing songs in Hindi to be recognized in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana.
Really?
Yeah, I think until Titli happened, nobody really cared much. Okay. And I remember Anup Rubens saying that he didn't know I sang Titli, he didn't know I sang Zainasib. He said, really, you sang that? I'm like, is that a compliment or is that like a veiled insult? I'm just joking. But yeah, Anup had no clue that I sang those Hindi songs. And so it took for people here to recognize me as a singer only after I started singing in Hindi, which is kind of ironical, but yeah, I guess that's how destiny takes its course.
It's interesting that you talk about being recognized as a dubbing artist first and then as a singer, especially in Telugu, right? Did you take a lot of time to get used to that idea that you're probably more popular as a dubbing artist than as a singer in Telugu?
No, I think that was the only idea that I was, used to. A lot of people mention when I do a couple of television mainstream media interviews, they say that they really love the song that I sang in Amruta, and I'm like, okay, then what happened, right?
Yeah. Right.
So if you but then I guess my singing was not that much of a sensation as the voice of Jessie created. Or I don't know what exactly, I don't know, there must be a mini slip between the cup and the lip, as they call it. So I really don't understand what didn't happen or did happen, that it took its own sweet time. But then I think when Jessie also happened, I was a very unusual dubbing voice. I was not the usual voice that people in Tamil Nadu or Andhra Pradesh at that time heard of. So I remember a playback singer telling me that unfortunately he's no more, the gentleman who sang Kevu Keka. Srilekha is also somebody who's given me a lot of songs through time. So when I went to sing a song for Srilekha, so this gentleman who sang Kevu Keka, he came to me and said, actually heroine lanti dubbing voice kaadu meedi, chala rough aina voice annaru. I'm like, yeah, I know that. I really know that. But incidentally, I think it took somebody like a Gautam Menon to bring in that different tonality, and it just goes to probably show that you sometimes have to throw something different at the audience for them to understand, okay, this also can be there. Because, until then, simple things that, one of the biggest things I'm grateful for in dubbing is that when you become a dubbing artist, you actually get to know a lot of people behind the scene. You get to meet the cinematographer sometime, you get to meet the editor, you get to meet people who are doing the entire soundscape design for the film. And when you're a singer, you come to the studio, they give you the song, the lyrics, everything happens in maximum, give or take 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours. And if at all, if it's like a really, let's say the studio is chock-a-block, lots of stuff happening, so you put in some wait time into it. Sometimes a day goes in it at the max, but mostly because of the waiting time. But while you're dubbing, I started asking questions about how does this work, how does that work, and Gautam sir, every time that he was always there at the dubbing studio. He was very, very, very hands-on. He carved out every scene during dubbing. He said, "This is what I want from the girl who speaks for Jessie. This is how I want Jessie to sound." So I think people keep telling me that did you ever think that your voice would have stuck to Samantha like this? I didn't think about all that. Honestly, I wasn't thinking, because before Vinay Tandivarvaya, I had voice tested for Trisha earlier, and for Bhima, if I'm not mistaken. So Lingasamy sir said it didn't work.
Okay.
So for that particular character in Bhima, it didn't work for Trisha, but for Jessie, that tonality worked, that I guess that voice projection worked. But if Jessie or the dubbing for Jessie was as successful, 50% of the credit goes to the sound engineer who recorded me, Mr. Mahesh. So he had a lot of work to do when you're actually dubbing line by line, going, Karthik. That's all you're speaking, right? So when you're speaking so much, the intensity has to come through, plus the room noise. So how do you clean that? He cleaned it line by line and raised the voice levels. But Gautam sir was very clear. He doesn't want me to raise my voice. And when you raise your voice, your tone changes automatically. So which is why I keep saying that whatever adulation that I have got for Jessie, the 50% goes to the engineer, because I don't know if any other engineer would have taken that amount of, because everybody will say, no, raise your voice, I can't hear you. It happened once. I mean, if Gautam sir could create that tone, and then because it was Samantha's debut in Telugu, she had already done a film in Tamil, it was her debut in Telugu, and because the film was such a huge hit, it just stuck. That's all I would say, because people, as soon as they saw this really lovely, pretty face on screen that was like a breath of fresh air, they heard this voice along with it, and hence people got used to it. That's all. I just keep saying that if it had not been me, if it had been any other XYZ who dubbed for Samantha, they would have been equally popular.
For more videos, please subscribe to iDream.
Hi, this is Sai Kripa, strength coach. For more videos, please subscribe to iDream.
And more videos, please subscribe to iDream Media.
Hi, I am Sirisha Reddy, fashion designer. Please subscribe to iDream Media.
For more videos, please subscribe iDream Media.
Please do subscribe to iDream.
Hello, అందరికీ నమస్కారం. నేను మీ గెటప్ శ్రీను. ప్లీజ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ టు iDream Media.
iDream అంటే నా కళల ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకున్నారు, నోరు తిరుగుతలేదు. మీరైతే గంట గుర్తు కొట్టండి.